What's up, Gators? I'm Emily.
And I'm Nicole. Welcome back to another edition of Swamp Talk.
Gators, don't forget quarterly start next week, so if you haven't started yet, start studying.
Speaking of studying, juniors, March 2nd is your date for the SAT.
The Environmental Club made a video regarding the food drive. Let's check it out.
Hi, this is Heaven Storm from the Environmental Club, wanting to inform you about the drive that we're doing that involves old clean t-shirts that we're going to be making into the usual bags. So if you have any, please donate them to Miss Star in room 803 or give them to an Environmental Club member.
Elijah made another Big Brain segment. Over to him.
What's up, Gators? Welcome back to the 5th edition of Big Brain. Continuing our list of best first cars, today we'll be covering the Ford Mustang. Wait, no, I meant the Ford Crown Victoria. Commonly referred to as Crown Vics, they are famous for being nigh indestructible and for being used as police patrol vehicles. And for what you get, they're incredibly cheap. Used ones commonly go for around $2,000 to $3,500. However, compared to other vehicles on this list, they easily get the worst gas mileage at 17 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. One of the most common problems with the Crown Vic, it has to do with its intake manifold, which is made out of plastic.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Because of this, the intake manifolds may crack and cause a cooling leak. Besides this though, Crown Vics are still a very good option for a first car. That's all for today, Gators. Tune in next week for the next edition of Big Brain.
Thanks, guys. Let's go to David for what's happening around the world.
What's going on, Gators? I'm David, and welcome back to another edition of What's Happening Around the World. Events between Russia and Ukraine have been the hot topic recently, and since late last year, Russian military buildup on the border of Ukraine has escalated tensions between the two countries and have strained bilateral relations. The United States is sending a strong message that invasion will be met with dire consequences for Russia's economy. Tuesday afternoon, President Joe Biden introduced the first economic sanctions aimed directly at Russia after Vladimir Putin ordered his military forces to begin moving into Ukraine. The United States reaffirms its unwavering support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity within its internationally recognized borders, extending to its territorial waters. The U.S.-Ukraine relationship serves as a cornerstone for security, democracy, and human rights in Ukraine and the border region, and leaders are working to maintain that. Russia has launched missile strikes in some of Ukraine's military command posts and bases, and an advisor to Ukraine's President Zelensky reported that yesterday at 7:30 a.m., more than 40 Ukrainian soldiers were reported dead, and dozens were wounded in fighting. As of this morning, according to multiple reports, Russian soldiers are closing in on Ukraine's capital, Kyiv. Stay tuned for more updates as this story develops. Next, we all know people that have gone out to eat and have brought home boxes full of delicious leftovers from various restaurants. After a couple hours or even a few days, we heat them up and enjoy our meal. Well, that wasn't the case for a 19-year-old college student. The Massachusetts teen had brought home some leftover rice, chicken, and lo mein from a local restaurant, but those leftovers were not stored properly. Just hours after enjoying his reheated food, he felt abdominal pain and his skin turned into a shade of purple, according to the report by the New England Journal of Medicine. The only prior health concerns that he had were regular drinking and smoking, and the CDC has warned of storing foods such as pasta and rice improperly when left out instead of refrigerated because of the natural bacterium it releases and a dangerous toxin. The teen developed neurosis, the death of cells and tissues, and his conditions worsened to the point where he had to have his fingers and legs amputated. So please make sure to store your leftover food properly. That's all we have for this week of news around the world. Now, back to our anchor.
Thanks, David.
Mike and Reggie produced yet another sports segment. Over to them.
Thanks, guys.
What's up, Gators? I'm Reggie.
And I'm Michael, and we were back with some more sports updates.
Our girls softball team started off their season hot with a big win over Wiregrass, 6-2. Now here's a clip of Nahanda Lewis hitting a home run.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah! There you go! Yeah!
Also, our boys baseball team won their first game of the season against Pasco. Both girls and boys tennis teams swept Mitchell High School.
This past Wednesday, our track team had their first meet at Cypress Creek High School.
We would like to take time to congratulate our wrestling team on winning districts for the first time since 2003.
And yesterday, our baseball team took a big W against 5A High School.
Our girls softball team played Canterbury, and here are the results from the game.
That's all we got for today, Gators.
See you guys next week.
Go Gators.
Hi Gators, I'm Natasha here for today and this weekend's weather forecast. Friday will be cloudy with a high of 84 and a low of 64. Saturday will have a high of 85 and a low of 63. And Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 80 and a low of 62. Have a great weekend, Gators.
It's Black History Month. The Hariah Club made a video for us to watch.
Big thanks to the Hariah Club for all the informative videos this month.
That's all for today, Gators.
We'll see you next week for another edition of Swamp Talk.